8-Bit Dylan. Time for the intro to my videos. Just make weird noises with your mouth. Ba-ba-na-na-na-ba-ba-ba-doo. Ba-ba-na-na-na-na-boo-ba-ba-dow. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Drag Queen Survivor. Now, unlike in most Monday episodes where I give you a recap of everything that happened in the previous week, because we're going to have to eliminate someone every single episode, I think that it's going to make the episode super filled and super long. So instead, there will be no more recaps because there's only 4 more episodes of the series left. But I hope you guys are excited that every single episode here on out will have an elimination in it. Because in the last episode, we sadly had to say goodbye to Jasmine Masters. She was eliminated from the game. Oh, and Aja's going off about this rain. Yeah, they haven't had rain in a while. They've had to deal with snow and whatnot. Also, remember when I said I'd start eliminating sections of the camp to kind of force the queens to stay together? Well, the left side of the camp is now gone. So now they can only use the right side. So it's going to force them to have to talk with one another, interact with each other, and hopefully make it a little bit more entertaining for y'all. In that last tribal council, it was pretty interesting to see that Monet was able to work with RuPaul and Katya in order to get Jasmine out of here. Especially because Jasmine and RuPaul just did not like each other early on in this game. They had kind of a little bit of a rivalry going on, so that was obvious. But then Katya going for Jasmine was quite surprising. So Monet did a little bit of work there and was able to get some people on her side, which may be the only real game move Monet has made thus far in the game. She's been kind of floating, she's been kind of not really participating that much, so it's nice to see that she's finally getting her hands a little dirty. One person that needs to get their hands dirty is Nina Bonina Brown. Nina really hasn't made any big game moves throughout this game. She's been kind of voting alongside other people. She's been usually wrong about her vote here and there. So it'd be really nice to see Nina step it up this week because I think she's going to need to if she wants to build up a resume in order to keep herself safe. Same with Deer. Deer has been doing a great job ever since she's gotten back. She has stepped her game up. She has made some moves, which is great. But is it enough? And that I'm not sure about. Because as a reminder, remember, the jury vote happens in 2 different ways. The first is it's based off of the relationships that the jury members had with each of the Sims when they initially got voted out. So when Jasmine Masters left, I kept track of all of her relationships, all of the number points that she had with everyone, and that's totaled up. But every time a Sim makes a game move, which I consider, say, winning an immunity, maybe persuading someone to vote a certain way or having a vote go in their favor, they will earn points towards their relationship scores with everyone in the jury as if the jury is respecting the game moves in the game. You know what I mean? So we try to make sure that we don't have too bitter of a jury, but there's always the chance that the jury could be bitter towards their relationships with whoever is in the final 3. It was also revealed in the last tribal council that Deer and Aja do not like each other. Something about their previous relationship and them working together has just since kind of disappeared, and they just really don't like each other. So I would not be shocked if we see maybe a little bit of campaigning on both Aja and Deer's part to maybe get each other out. Though Deer and Katya have a little bit of a target on their back because they've been working together in the past. And I don't know if Katya is going to try and distance herself from Deer or if she's going to continue to ring in Deer and keep her by her side because she is a strong ally. And can I just say, I absolutely lived for the comments in last week's episode. Oh my god. I loved that a lot of you guys were breaking down all the different like relationships that you think might be forming, your predictions for the final 3 going forward. There was like long detailed posts, and I live for that kind of stuff. So thank you again for really just investing so much time and effort into this series and really typing out these really in-depth comments. I was living for it. See, we have Monet and Deer talking again. I think this is a really strong alliance. If, say, Katya, Deer, and Monet can get on board with one vote, they may be able to control the game until the end. But that is up for those Sims to figure out. Also, we still have, obviously, an immunity to worry about today. Oh, shoot. I have to... Okay, hold up. I gotta pay the bills. Yikes. Hey, yo, Katya, I know you're swimming right now, but I'm gonna need you to pay the bills. What was that noise? I don't like that sound. What was that? Sorry, girl. I know you were getting your exercise on, but I'm gonna need you to pay up. Alright, we're good. Whew, thank God. But like I was saying, immunity, yes. This is gonna be a very important immunity, the most important immunity thus far, because the voting patterns are so all over the place that immunity is crucial this week in the game. But the only person that's kind of sitting pretty right now is RuPaul, because RuPaul has that hidden immunity idol, and this tribal council is the last tribal council that it can be used, so I would not be shocked if she uses it tonight to save herself. That is, of course, unless she wins immunity today, then she won't have to use the hidden immunity idol. No, Alaska, RuPaul will not go to GeekCon with you. She could barely even go to her own RuPaul's DragCon, let's be real. And that was a joke, y'all. She was actually there. I know for a fact Miss Mama Ru was there. She was making her little meet and greets. Oh wait, now that it's done raining, I guess I can fix the karaoke machine. There you go, I'll go. Get your sing on. I love how Nina Bonita Brown and Aja are having a full-on conversation here, with Deer just like swimming. She's probably talking crap about Deer. And Deer is just like swimming, minding her own business, just listening in. Oh, now Deer's joining in on this conversation. Interesting. Are they talking? Are they gossiping? Are they talking shit? What's going on? Oh, there goes the Drag Race fandom attacking again. We're gonna miss you once the series is over. It is quite interesting though. I'm wondering if the safety is getting to RuPaul's head, because I have yet to see RuPaul actually talk with someone today. Like, she's kind of just been doing her own thing. She's been hanging out in the tents a lot. She's been eating. Not really, like, making relationships. Maybe she feels super secure in her friendships, but in the game of Survivor, you should never feel secure. If you feel like you're safe, you're probably not. Oh, she was coming over to talk to them, and now they just ditched her. Did y'all see that? Oh my God. So Monet was fully walking over to Nina Bonita Brown and Aja to have a conversation with them, and the minute that she walked over there, they stopped talking and they decided to stop swimming. Ooh, girl, Nina does not like Monet Exchange. They got this little rivalry going on. Oh my God, RuPaul's actually talking with someone. This is a shock. This is a first. And of course it's with Katya. And I hope these queens are ready, because we've got a spring-themed challenge for them today. They're going to be making cute little floral arrangements, but it's going to be who can make the fastest floral arrangement while still making it look nice. This little conversation happening. Oh, and then Nina goes and ruins it. That was a strategic karaoke session, I feel like. I think Nina singing scared RuPaul away. But look at, here goes the 3 talking again. We got Monet, we got Deer, and we got Katya. Maybe they can, you know, discuss who they want to possibly vote out today. Oh, is Aja about to come over and stop it though? Oh shoot, here comes Aja. Aja's like, oh, excuse you. Wow, she's not even being subtle about it. She's like, I will be heard and I will be seen. Aja's taking a play from Deer's playbook. They may be fully talking about her and she's just gonna swim around here and listen in. Katya doesn't seem to be actually paying attention to this conversation. This is mostly a talk between Monet and Deer, which may be very telling. Though, RuPaul, you gonna do something today? Just gonna stand there? Just gonna stand there, RuPaul, huh? She's like, the camera, there's nothing exciting happening. The cameras don't need to roll. Guess she's just gonna stand there and awkwardly stare. She's literally, oh my God, she's literally just standing there. There's nothing that she has queued up. Okay, there she goes. Now she's gonna go and participate in the conversation now that Katya's gone. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Now Aja and Deer are splashing water at each other. That was cute. You're gonna have to get your final conversations in because in 1 sim hour, I'm setting up for the immunity challenge and y'all are gonna have to compete against one another. Oh, look at Aja. RuPaul, RuPaul don't play with that. She does not want her wigs wet. Aja's got a death sentence, I feel like. Oh God, Deer trying to lip sync? When? Never. Oh God, she is not a lip sync queen. Aja, do we need to talk? Okay. Something ain't right here. Oh Jesus. Okay. Oh, what? What is happening? Aja? I'm gonna need you to... Oh my God. She's a magician. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Anyway, I was gonna give them 1 sim hour, so it is 5 p.m. So I'm going to set up for this immunity challenge. I think they've had plenty of time to have conversations with each other and bolster their relationships. So let's see who is going to win immunity today. Hello everyone and welcome to the immunity challenge for this episode. We've got our 6 queens left in the game here to compete in this immunity challenge. What they're gonna have to do is they're going to be making floral arrangements on the floral arrangement table in The Sims 4. They will be trying to complete their floral arrangement first. The first queen to finish their floral arrangement will be winning immunity for this episode and cannot get voted out at Tribal Council tonight. Now, if it's a close call and it's too close to count, I will be reviewing the footage and we will double check to see who completes it first. You'll know when a queen completes their floral arrangement first is when you see the tall leaves come out of the pot. They'll swipe their hand and you'll get a complete floral arrangement on the table. You'll know, believe me, it'll change the look of the floral arrangement to a finalized one. So, I hope these queens are ready. I'm gonna set their actions and we're gonna find out who will be safe in our final 6 Tribal Council. All right, our queen's actions are set. I'm gonna hit go and I'm gonna be watching like a hawk to see who finishes first. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And with that, Aja has won this immunity challenge. She has finished her floral arrangement first, but just to see, let's see, who would have had second? Ooh, it would have been a tie between Nina Bonita Brown and Deer, with the next placement being Monet, Katya, and then RuPaul. Congratulations, Aja, you have secured your spot in the final 5 of this game. That is a huge accomplishment for Aja. And as for everyone else, it's time to go to Tribal Council, where one of you will be the next person leaving the game. Welcome everyone to the final 6 Tribal Council. This is going to be an interesting one because there's lots of different components at play and there's very little people up for elimination tonight. But before we can find out who will be leaving us in this final 6, we will have to first break down the relationships that each of you have been gaining since this game has started. It is very apparent that Monet Exchange and Nina Bonita Brown do not like each other in this game, and they have definitely been campaigning against each other for several weeks now. Monet Exchange was able to convince Katya and RuPaul to vote with her last week to get Jasmine Masters out of this game, but can she have the same luck to try to get Nina out? Likewise, Nina Bonita Brown has been sliding by in this game, but that doesn't mean that she hasn't been making very strong alliances and friendships along the way. She has definitely been playing this game, but it's been a very subtle game. Will Nina Bonita Brown be able to convince people to work alongside her going into this final 5 to try and hopefully get Monet Exchange out of this game? Meanwhile, it has been apparent that RuPaul has been trying to work different angles to try and get maybe bigger threats out of this game. It wouldn't be surprising if I see RuPaul take a stab. That might be unexpected. And once again, congratulations to Aja for winning immunity. You cannot get voted out at this tribal council. And let's be real, we will not be shocked if RuPaul uses her hidden immunity idol tonight to make sure that she is safe from the vote. But the votes have already been cast, so let's find out exactly what's gonna happen in this tribal council tonight. Once the votes are read, the decision is final and the person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately and will become the next member of the jury. If any of you has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. And not shockingly, RuPaul has used the hidden immunity idol on herself, so any votes cast against RuPaul do not count. So, let's get to the votes. The first vote is for RuPaul, and it doesn't count. The second vote is for Deer. The third vote is for Nina Bonita Brown. The fourth vote is for Monet Exchange. And the fifth vote is for Nina Bonita Brown. And the sixth vote is for Monet Exchange, which does mean we are at a tie. 2 votes Monet Exchange, 2 votes Nina Bonita Brown, which does mean in Drag Queen Survivor, here is how we deal with this. There will be a revote between Monet Exchange and Nina Bonita Brown, and the only people who can vote are Katya, Deer, Aja, and RuPaul. After the tiebreaker, if there is still a tie, both Monet Exchange and Nina Bonita Brown will compete, and the winner will stay in the game. The loser will be the next person eliminated from Drag Queen Survivor. But first, let's get to the votes. And Aja has cast her vote for Monet Exchange. Deer has cast her vote for Nina Bonita Brown. RuPaul has cast her vote for Monet Exchange. And Katya has cast her vote for Nina Bonita Brown, which does mean we are at a tie, and that means Monet, Nina, it's time for you both to compete. And here we are on the quote-unquote fire-making challenge for those of you that are familiar with Survivor. These 2 queens, because there is a tie, will have to compete against one another in order to secure their safety going into the final 5. They will be competing in the floral challenge that they did earlier today, so whoever finishes their floral arrangement first will be safe and move on to the final 5, and the loser will sadly be eliminated from Drag Queen Survivor. I have their actions set, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And just barely. Congratulations, Nina Bonita Brown. You have secured your safety in this tiebreaker challenge. And sadly, that does mean Monet Exchange. I'm so sorry, but you have been eliminated from Drag Queen Survivor. And so you must watch as Monet Exchange leaves the Tribal Council area right now. Congratulations to the final 5 of this game, Katya, Aja, Nina Bonita Brown, Deer, and RuPaul. Things are only going to get even hotter going into the next week's episode, or I guess the Friday episode, I should say, because another one of you is going to be leaving this game and we'll be down to our final 4. And I think some big moves are going to be made, especially now that Monet Exchange has been eliminated from this game. Who are you guys rooting for? Who are you surprised about? What big moves were you expecting this episode? Are you shocked that Monet Exchange is out of this game? Are you shocked that there was a tiebreaker? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for all the support. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, on Instagram, all that lovely stuff. And I will see you guys with that Friday episode where our final 5 will go down to a final 4. Thank you guys so much. Mwah, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.